Hey there! Today I'm going to be showing you how to do French tips. For French tips, we are just going to go ahead and prep our nails. So I have already washed my hands. I have pushed back my cuticles. You do not want to cut your cuticles. You just want to oil it up and then push them back with your fingernail or a cuticle stick. Then I'm going to take my prep pad. So I'm going to take my prep pad and my alcohol pad, and the whole point of this is with the washing your hands really well and the prep pad is just to get any excess oils off your nails. These strips, they stick a lot better when you don't have oils. They don't want to stick to skin and they don't want to stick to any oil. So that is why we are going ahead and doing this. I'm also going to go ahead and wipe the pads of my fingers down too. Okay, so now that we have done that, we're going to take our French tips. This is a retired set, and I just wanted to kind of show you guys how to do it. So we're going to use this one. So I like using scissors because I like to keep my edge really nice and I don't want to rip anything. So it does have a tear tab, but I prefer this. Okay, so on French tips, you have two different items here. You have the tip, and then you have a clear overlay. So I'm going to take, you want to kind of take them and you want to size up and see what size fits best. So this size would probably go better on my pointer finger. This size would probably go better here. So I'm going to go ahead and do my middle finger. So I'm going to grab the clear and the tip that match it. So here's my middle finger here. The most important step of this is you have to take this clear plastic off. Very, very important, because it's very hard to get it off and manage it if you don't do that first. I'm going to peel up the tip. And then I'm just going to layer it where I want to. If you have shorter nails, you might want to bring it in a little bit. If you've got long nails like I do, you just want it to cover the white. So I just kind of pressed it down the center like that, and then I took my finger off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smooth it down, flat down the center, and then I'm going to work my way side to side. So I'm going to go that way, and then I'm going to go this way with my finger, and I'm going to smooth out. So I'm kind of taking my fingers along the edge here, and I'm smoothing it along that edge. What I like to do, and you can use your thumbnail to kind of just pierce it underneath. You don't have to use scissors. I do kind of like to go ahead and cut off any excess and then just tuck it underneath. Like so. And I'll leave this for a little bit, usually about 5 minutes, and then I'll file it. So then you're going to take your thumbnail or a cuticle stick, and any excess you have on the edge here, you're just going to kind of push with your nail into the skin and then just scrape it away. So you do want to make sure it is completely perforated. So I've got this over here. So I'm going to smooth it down really good with my finger on the part that's with the nail. And then the excess here, I'm going to go back with my thumbnail and I'm just going to push. And you can see where it's pulled away from my nail here. So it's ready to be pulled aside. All right, that is the tip part. It's not near as intimidating as you think it would be. All right, so that looks pretty cute. Next, we're going to do the second layer, which is a clear strip. This just puts clear over it and protects it. So we're going to peel up plastic again. Pull up the tab, the silver tab, so that you can have control over it. And we are just going to line up right here. Now you want it to be as close to your cuticle without actually being over it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smooth along the edge here, run my finger down the tip again, and I'm going to work on the part that is just my nail first. I'm going to smooth back and forth, and I'm going to take kind of my thumbnail very gently. You don't want to pierce it. Gently kind of run my fingernail along the ridge of the tip. That way you're pressing the clear part down to your nail as much as possible, and there's no air bubbles. If you have a cuticle stick like this, you can kind of rub it along the edge here, like so, or you can just use the pad of your finger in your fingernail. Next, we're going to go over that tip, smooth it all down, and again, go along the sides. If you've got longer nails, go ahead and go along that side there. And then if you want to cut, you can. If you don't, you don't have to. And then just smooth that tip over, like so. Perfect and beautiful. Okay, so then last thing you want to do is you want to take your nail file. I don't have this one open. I'm going to use my crystal nail file. If you don't have a glass or a crystal nail file, I recommend you get one. You can find them on Amazon, sometimes in grocery stores. So if I have any excess on the side of the clear tip, I also want to go ahead and get rid of that. This one kind of fit perfectly, so I don't really have to. So you're going to take your cuticle stick, and like I said, I like to wait about 5 minutes just because I feel like it cures a bit better. But for time's sake, I'm just going to show you. You're going to go straight. We're going straight down like this. We are not going side to side. We are not doing any other angle. We are going straight down. And I'm going to do that on all my sides. Straight down until it kind of breaks away from the nail. This is going to be 2 layers, so it's going to take a little bit more effort than if you had a single layer. You just go straight down like so. And you can see it's starting to break away. Again, 2 layers. That clear as day layer is really, really sticky, and it does take a little bit to break through that to get to the layer underneath. Okay, so now you can see it's pulled apart. Again, you can just kind of take your thumbnail and just slide it underneath it, and it will pull it off too. So that's 2 different ways. You can use your nail file, or you can take where you kind of put it on the edge of your finger and then slide your thumbnail underneath to get it off as well. 2 different ways to do it. And that is it on French tips. Fairly easy to do. Not near as intimidating as you might have thought. And those are my little tips, is to really smooth down that clear part before you're done. Wait about 5 minutes and then file it off. So you don't want to wash your hands or put on any lotion for 30 minutes to an hour. You don't want to do anything super laborious. So it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to fully cure to your nail, which is why you don't want to wash your hands or put any lotion on, because that's a liquid and you don't want to add liquids back into it. Now it still will be a little soft, usually for maybe 2 hours. So don't go, scrubbing dishes just yet. Let somebody else do that tonight. And just let it kind of cure. Like I said, 30 minutes, you can get your hands really wet. You can get your hands wet. Just don't soak it in any water or anything for about 30 minutes. And then just avoid doing anything too strenuous with your nails for a couple hours while it hardens up really nice. So that's all it is. If you have any questions, let me know below. If there's something you want to see, also let me know, and I'll either make a video or I'll point you to the video that I already have. You'll have a wonderful day, and I hope this was helpful.